Hello students, we have been studying this chapter 7, that is the cells. Today we will cover this topic, cell structure and function. So in this topic what we do is, uh, we'll study different type of cell structure and their function. Although there are lot of variation in the shape of, we have already studied that there are a lot of variation in the shape and size of the cell. So they have a number of things, but they have number of things or features in common. So there are certain things that are common in all the cells. So we'll study that in this video. Mm. Okay, all plants and animals cells consist of three basic parts of components. So that they are, first one cell membrane, cytoplasm, third one is nucleus. So we will study each one of it in detail. The cytoplasm and nucleus are enclosed within the cell membrane, also called plasma membrane. So the cytoplasm and nucleus are enclosed. Cytoplasm and nucleus are enclosed within the cell membrane, also called plasma membrane. So you can see in the picture. So the part which is inside, this is nucleus. So the part which is inside this outer layer, that is cytoplasm. And this part is nucleus. The outer part which surround this cytoplasm and nucleus is called a uh, cell membrane, or we also call it a plasma membrane. So proto means first and plasma means liquid. So this living substance of cell is called the protoplasm. So the part of the cell which is living, we call it a protoplasm. So the living substance of cell is called the protoplasm. It includes cytoplasm and the nucleus. So cytoplasm and the nucleus, they are living. So these living part, we call it a protoplasm. So you can see in the picture there are different part of the cell. The outer part we call it cell membrane. So this is the animal cell, and this one is a plant cell. So in outer part of the cell we call it a cell membrane. So you can see in the picture, and there are other component of the cell, we call it cell organelles. So these are the different cell organelles that are present in the cell. So this is a mitochondrion, or mitochondria we call it. Cytoplasm, the jelly-like substance. We will come to that. Again, and another part, that is nucleus. So this is also part of the cell. Okay, cell membrane. First one will cover cell membrane. So this is the outer part of the cell. So cell membrane is a thin outer covering of a cell. So it is porous material membrane and allows movement of substance both inward. So it is a porous membrane. So porous means it has a tiny pores. It has a tiny pores which allows the movement of substances both inward and outward. So cell membranes separate cell from one another and also from the surrounding medium. So this is the function of cell membrane. Cell membrane separates cells from one another and also from surrounding medium. It serves as a boundary that separate the content of cell from the outer environment. So this is the function. So this is the function of cell membrane. The cell membrane separates the cell from its outer environment or outer surrounding. It is composed. So cell membrane, it is composed of proteins and lipids. It is composed of proteins and lipids. So lipids are compound which do not which do not which are not soluble in water. So like fats and oils, these are not soluble in water, so they don't dissolve in water. So these are lipids are those kinds of compound. So in plant cells, an additional layer surrounds the cell membrane. In plants there is additional layer that surround the cell membrane. uh, this additional covering layer around the cell membrane is called cell wall. We call it cell wall. So cell wall covers the outer covering, that is cell membrane. The cell wall covers the cell membrane. So in this cell wall is present only in the plant cells. So you can see in the picture there is outer covering, that is called cell wall that surrounds the cytoplasm. This outer covering we call it a cell wall. So this cell wall is only present in the plant cell. In plant cell, okay, cell wall is made of rigid non-living substance called cellulose and provide protection and shape and support to the cell. So cell wall is very rigid. So they are rigid. So they are non-living substances which are made of cellulose, and they provide protection and first one is protection and second one is shape and support to the cell. So this is the function of cell wall. So cell wall protect the cell, and next one is second function is it gives shape and support to the cell. Okay, now we'll move to the next topic, that is cytoplasm. So we have covered cell membrane. Now we are studying cytoplasm. In cytoplasm, so this is the living part of the cell. So cytoplasm means hollow vessel, kutos. So cytoplasm comes from the word kutos and plasma. So cytoplasm means hollow vessel, and kutos means hollow vessel, and plasma means liquid. So cytoplasm is a jelly-like fluid which occupies the space between the cell membrane and the nucleus. So the region between the cell membrane and the nucleus, we call it cytoplasm. So you can see in the picture the region between the cell membrane and nucleus. This region between these two, there is a region we call it a cytoplasm. So in which in cytoplasm, all the cell organelles, all the part of the cell which help in functioning of that cell are present in this cytoplasm. A number of tiny components or structure called cell organelles are present in the cytoplasm. So these are the tiny component or structure that are present in the cytoplasm. So these parts we call it the cell organelles. Some of these organelles are mitochondria, Golgi bodies, ribosomes, and endoplasmic reticulum. So these are the different organelles, cell organelles. So all these part have their special function in the cell. So all the chemical reaction and function of life take place in the cytoplasm. All the chemical reactions and functions of life take place in the cytoplasm. So because of this, cytoplasm is a living part of the cell. Okay, so now we are moving to next topic, that is nucleus. Nucleus or plural. So in plural we call it nuclei. So nucleus is a spherical structure present in the center of the cell. So it is a spherical structure that is present in the center of the cell. So it and is surrounded by the cytoplasm. So nucleus is surrounded by the cytoplasm, or nucleus is suspended in the cytoplasm. So it is also known as the control center of the cell. So this nucleus is the control center of the cell. So it is also known as control center of the cell. This nucleus, what it does is, its function is it is a genetic material. It is a genetic material, or it helps in the hereditary function of the cell. So generally only one nucleus is present in a cell, but in some cases more than one nucleus may be present. So in some cases more than one nucleus may also be present. Nucleus consists of four parts. So in nucleus there is a four parts. So first one is nuclear membrane. So nuclear membrane is the outer layer of the nucleus. So nuclear membrane. Second one is nuclear sap. So nuclear sap, and third one is nucleus, and fourth part is chromosomes. So these are all the part of the nucleus. Okay, so we'll see each one of it. Nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is a thin porous membrane that separates the nucleus from the cytoplasm. So it is a tiny or a thin membrane, porous membrane that separates nucleus from the cytoplasm. So it is thus the outermost covering layer of the nucleus. So it is the outermost covering of the nucleus. So it is porous. Because it is porous, it allows the movement of materials between cytoplasm and the nucleus. So second one is nuclear sap, a jelly-like substance called nuclear sap or nucleoplasm fills up the nucleus. So inside the nucleus there is jelly-like substance called nuclear sap or nucleoplasm we call it. So it fills up the nucleus. Third one is nucleolus. So inside the nucleus, a small spherical body called the nucleolus or nucleoli is present. So inside the small spherical body, inside the nucleus, there is a small spherical body present. So this nucleolus is inside present inside the nucleus. Okay, fourth one is chromosome. So inside the nucleus, there is presence of chromosome also. So in addition of nucleus, thread-like structure called chromosome are present. So there is a thread-like structure. If we see it under the microscope, we see it as a we see it like a thread-like structure. S- Chromosome carry a number of genes. So in the chromosome, there is a presence of genes. So genes are present inside the chromosome. So these genes have its special function. So chromosome and gene help in inheritance of characters from parents to their children. So chromosome chromosome and gene help in the inheritance of character or carrying the heredity of the parents. So these help in carrying of that heredity of parents to the children. So you might have observed that children, they look like their parents. So because of that, this genetic material, because of this chromosome and genes, the children look like their parents. That is the example of heredity. Function of nucleus. Now function of nucleus is it helps in inheritance of characters from parents to the children. So it helps in inheritance of characters from parents to the children. And second function is act as control center for all the activities taking taking place in the cell. So inside the cell, there are different kinds of activities going on. So all that activities are controlled by this nucleus. Okay, now organelles. So inside the cells, there are different kinds of organelles. So we'll see one by one what are those. Cytoplasm contains a number of small structure called organelles. These include first one mitochondria, second one is endoplasmic reticulum, third one Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus, fourth one lysosome. So this lysosome is found in animal cells. Vacuoles, fifth one is vacuoles. So vacuoles, so these are vacuoles are present in the plant cell. So plant, they have very big central vacuole, but mostly absent in the case of animals. But if these vacuoles is present in the animals, they are smaller in size. Sixth one is ribosome. So sixth organelle is ribosomes, and seventh organelle is plastids. So these plastids are present only in the plants. So because of these plastids, plant the plant has green color. So these plastids are present only in the plants. So let's see different function. So different function of these organelles. The first one is in this table you can see organelles and function. So in the first column you can see there is organelles and second one is function. So first one, let's see what is the function of mitochondria. So mitochondria or mitochondrion function of mitochondria is it is a cell's powerhouse. So it provide power or energy to the cell. So provide energy to the cell. So second one is endoplasmic reticulum. So its function is response for synthesis, storage and transport of materials. The function of endoplasmic reticulum is it is responsible for synthesis, storage and transport of materials. Third one is Golgi bodies. Its function is it is responsible for secretion of many materials. So Golgi bodies also its function is also secrete many materials in the cell. Fourth one is lysosome. So this lysosome is found in only animals, found in animals only. So function is cell suicide bag, helps in digesting excess or worn out organelles, engulf bacteria. So these are the different functions. So this lysosome, if the cell is damaged, if inside the cell if any organelles are damaged, then this lysosome act as its suicidal bag. So it help in digesting those damaged cell organelles. Fifth one is vacuole. So vacuole, it function of vacuole is it stores water, excess water, useful materials, pigments and waste products. So it act as a storage or store for the different compounds inside the cell. Sixth one is ribosome. Sixth organelle is ribosome. So its function is it synthesizes protein for the cell. So function of ribosome is to synthesize protein in the cell. The next one is plastid. So this plastid is only found in plants. So the function of plastid is chloroplast contain chlorophyll, which is necessary for photosynthesis. So I already told you before also that in the plastid there is a green pigment called chloroplast. So this function of chloroplast is function of chloroplast is it contain chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is a pigment that help in the photosynthesis, or use of it help in the use of sunlight for the production of food in the plants. So these give green color to the plant also. So these are all the different organelles that are present in the inside the cell and their functions. Okay, so there are some questions you need to answer after going through the video.